Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about protein powders and supplements. So when you're doing this program, it's really important that you have enough protein in your body because you want to build muscle very fast. Now, if you're working hard, you will need to make sure that you have the right amount of protein. So sometimes during the course of the day, if I get to the end of the day and I've noticed that I've not had all the protein that I need, then a protein drink can really be a great way of supplementing to make sure I meet my 45% of protein each day. But because I do work hard, I also make sure that I have protein in my breakfast and I have protein in a protein drink whilst I'm training. So the only product that I do recommend is the excess protein, which Amway distributes. Now, Amway is a multi-level marketing company that I've been involved with for about 5 years. Now, I do make a little bit of money from it, but nothing to write home about. The reason I became involved with the Amway products, and in particular their protein powders and their supplements, is because they were organic and they grew organic on their farms, because they go from farm to seed, basically, to serve, sorry, because of their organic and bio diversity within their farming techniques that were done way before, organic was even really talked about. So their farming techniques are just absolutely amazing. They do not use any pesticides. They grow food alongside plants that will keep insects away from their food that they're growing. They also have farming techniques that are, satellite controlled. So they do everything right so that they do not interfere with the biodiversity of the land around, with the animals and the plants, and they make sure that everything is done without any kind of chemicals at all, from the moment they plant their food until the moment it becomes a part of a supplement for us. Now, the other thing is that the excess range of products was designed by a young team of men, 2 men, who were nutritionists, and they wanted to come out with something that was going to be competitive inside a very difficult market, and they wanted to make sure that word got out on how healthy their product was. So they have excess bars, which are really good if you're a long distance runner. They have the excess protein, which comes in vanilla and chocolate. They have excess drinks, which are energy drinks, but they're made from a product called rhodiola, which is actually a plant. So they have a variety of products which you can have a look at. Now I'm going to put a link down so that you can buy the product yourself, set up your own account, and you can just buy it. Now going back to the protein powder, the protein powder is great because you can make your oats with your protein. You can have it as a drink. You can have it, to make muffins. So you've got lots of protein in there, because 45% of your diet being protein, you really do need to make sure that you get a healthy source. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is the amount of calories in a lot of protein drinks. Now, the average protein drink per scoop will give you about 150 to 160 calories, where the excess is down to 125, 130 calories. So, and the sugars are very low. So what we're trying to do is, when we're drinking protein or putting it into a dessert or muffins or whatever you like to put them into, we need to make sure that those calories are not overwhelming. So 2 scoops after a workout is 300 calories normally, with a high percentage of sugar in most protein powders. So this is really one of the least amount of calorie dense protein drinks I've come across. So even Musashi, theirs is about 156 calories per scoop. So It is low in sugar. It is one of the lowest in calories, and the flavor is absolutely delicious. So the one other thing I would suggest that you do need, and this in particular when we start to get down into the lower calories, is a good multivitamin. Now, Amway was founded on the multivitamins because the gentleman who started to grow organic produce for to turn into supplements was doing this 60 years ago. He started this business, and then he was so successful that Amway bought him out. So the what's it called? Fancy forgetting the name. The hang on, I'll get it. Had a moment. NutraWay. So NutraWay is a brand that's been around for a long time. It's as old as me, and the product is definitely guaranteed. And I know that they have tested these on machines with comparing them with other. There's a machine, I can't remember the name of the machine, but it tests to see what kind of vitamins and minerals are actually in the product. Now, with this one, they tested it up against some of the more commercial ones, and the results are quite astounding as to how potent these ones are compared to some of the ones that are on the market in the supermarkets at the moment. So I did my homework when I was looking for some really good products, and I have found that the Amway products, especially NutraWay and the Excess range, are absolutely superb. And of course I use their makeup and their moisturizers and that too, but you guys don't need to do that unless you want to. You can have a look at them, and there's some really nice videos on their site as to how they grow their produce, and they're just way beyond their time. So we do need to use protein powder if you want to make the muffins, if you want to make the oats, and you do need to make sure that at the end of the day you've had the protein, the 45% of protein that is required to make sure that you build those muscles. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a clearer understanding, and if you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. All right, good luck, and don't forget, get your protein. Bye.